How did I make Ramee? Okay. Once upon a time, there was a shitty ass officer. Okay, we'll go a little further back. There's just one dude. Name was Ramee El Rahman. No, he wasn't shit back then. He was known as a beta. That was literally his thing, being a beta. And there's a guy named Abdul that he would ride with. Abdul kind of took Ramee under his wing because at the time Ramee had I think it's called a kafeye or a shamar. Kafeye. Ramee would always wear one of these. This color to be exact. Louis Vuitton, what the fuck? Oh, they got slammed for this shit. Fuck Louis Vuitton, never mind. But yeah, Ramee would always wear this. And my boy Abdul, he was like, okay, yeah, he's Arab. Abdul is Arab as well. So like, why not? This is maybe the start of Abdul's Arab gang. There actually was an era. There was an era where Abdul was recruiting a bunch of Arab motherfuckers, and I loved it. I loved it. I thought that was amazing. I was ready to join Arab gang. Yeah, Ramee was one of the early recruits. And then over time, we'd become more accustomed to Ramee because like he was just hanging out with the boys. There was a lot of activity going on in Polito at the time. I actually miss that. I miss going to Polito. We used to spend so much time at the barbershop in Polito. I think Joe Kerr used to own it. So we'd constantly be up there just doing random shit. And then sadly, it came time that okay, so me and Mr. C, aka Mr. K, we were in a police chase that started all the way in the weed farm and it ended in Polito. But we got chased over some dumb shit, to be honest. It was just some small shit, and it was stupid. And the server was gonna have, or it was rumored to have its 2.0 reset, which didn't come until like 3 months later, 4 months maybe. But we get in this long ass chase, we end up crashing, and we were getting chased by Han YOLO, Jonathan James YOLO, whatever the fuck he goes by nowadays. But yeah, Han, he was chasing us. We end up crashing. We're in Polito in the lumberyard. Kay and I, we both get out of the car. We start running. Kay is ready to bust. Like, he's gonna start shooting. And because of that, Han is gonna start shooting at me. And I kind of put myself in a shitty position. I got stuck. At first I was stuck in the car, and then I got stuck. Like, I got out of the car, I ran, I found cover, but I got stuck where I found cover. And then Han, okay, Kay starts shooting. He downs one cop, but Han kills me. And then Han also killed Kay later. And for some reason, I thought it was a bright idea to Perma'd. I literally had no reason to. It wasn't like he massacred me in any crazy way. I literally just got downed. And I guess I wasn't really fed up with RP either. I wasn't tired of RP at that time. For some reason, I just decided to Perma'd, which would become one of my biggest regrets because, one, the RP situation made literally no sense. Two, there was the server reset, which was rumored to be only a couple days out, a couple weeks out, literally took like 4 months. And three, like, I actually was having like bad cases of fucking FOMO. Like, I missed just hanging out with the boys and shit. Like, I couldn't hang out with the boys. But at the time, Kay was kind of desperate for people to hang with because Randy wasn't coming around. Vinny wasn't really coming around that often. Garrett was doing who fucking knows, like, Fortnite content. So Kay needed someone to roll with. And at the time, Ramee was the only person consistently rolling with our group, even though he wasn't really chain gang. Later on, you know, just by rolling with us, by rolling with Kay, Ramee ends up joining chain gang. So my death is what single-handedly gave Ramee the opportunity to hang out with K more and just hang out with the boys. And I'm actually glad it happened. I'm glad it worked out. Like at the time, I regretted that shit a lot because I couldn't hang out with my friends on my favorite character. But thinking back, I don't think Ramee would be around. Maybe he would, but maybe in a different way. Like, cause Ramee straight up had his own group of people he was rolling with. There was no reason for K to straight pull him and hang out with him, other than the fact that he was K was losing his boys. He really had no one to hang out with. Yeah, it's a sad story with a happy ending. How did Randy join CG? I don't even know. Randy's more OG than me. Randy was around when I joined. But yeah, that's straight up why I think Ramee and K have a great bond. There was a whole period of time where it was just them two rolling around.